Hello, trader. Hope that you had an enjoyable weekend and we are starting another week. Monthly close coming up this week. And XAUUSD at the end of the week, we saw there was a sharp bounce from this support level with a pullback. So let's see what kind of trading opportunity we have in this instrument on the lower time frame. Now, before we look at how we can trade in this lower time frame, let's first look at the bigger picture to see overall direction in this market. So, looking at monthly chart to see overall direction in this market. So, from the monthly, we can see that XAU USD currently in a long term bull market. What we can see from here, it is a monthly impulse followed by this pullback, and the market was forming series of higher high and higher low, which is typical uptrending market. And previous months we saw a long doji formation, and this month as the market opened, as it is a bull market as expected, it has initially broken to the upside. Now, as we are almost nearly to the end of the month, we see that the price has multiple times pulled back to the downside here. And whenever the market's coming below, the bulls taking that price back to the upside. And currently, as the price is showing that bullish impulse, you could see the price, what I think that this month as well, the price to remain bullish. As the last week, we can expect now potential pushback to the upside in this instrument. Now, dropping down to the weekly here, what we can see that from the weekly time frame, this is the weekly price action where there is a weekly impulse followed by last week we can see there is a narrow smaller candle formation. Now, here is, as we see that it's a bull market creating series of higher low, and we can see every week the market is maintaining that series of higher low. Therefore, we can expect for the market to this week as well remain bullish as it is pushing back to the upside. Here is the weekly low, and with the weekly low, what we can expect that the market, but I think this week we may see initial pullback and expecting to push back up again in the major direction of the trend. Now, looking at the daily chart here on XAUUSD, and we can see that from the daily, this is the daily price action where the daily high here and daily low, and also there is a daily high. We can see that there is a daily low. So if we look at this daily price action pattern, we can see the market was maintaining that series of lower high every single day. So as there is a new daily opening as well, what I think that initially we might see a potential bounce as the price was crossing that 20 EMA and then has got that rejection with that cross of this 20 EMA, and two times the price crossed the 20 EMA can give this market a potential momentum to the upside. And if this price breaking this daily high, we may see another downside, as it is a series of lower high. Anytime it's breaking, we might see a selling pressure. So that being said, we might see initial bounce and then return probably during the London or NY session time. So if we look at the 1 hour chart here, that picture to play out, what we could see, as you see, there is a long consolidation here. The market dropped here, and then finally it formed a double bottom, strong breakout, pullback with multiple smaller candlestick pattern formation on XAUUSD. And what we could see here, the market to initially bounce, what I think, and in that zone where there is an imbalance, could see that potential retest of this neckline, and that could give a new momentum for bullish move, which also can complete an inverted head and shoulder here for a possible change of trend. So therefore, in the beginning of the week, as still we see that series of lower high, will be waiting for what we require initial bounce for a drop. So that zone we can look for potential selling. If this is as you can see, this is an imbalance here, and anytime we see potential rejection, we'll be looking to buy based on the price action confirmation, though the market may do completely different. So based on how the price do, we can look for potential entry along this area. This is the potential sell zone here, and also this is the potential buy zone. And along the way, if there is an updates traders, I will be sharing with you in the channel. Make sure you give a thumbs up, and also stay connected by joining the Telegram. You can find link below this video. So thank you, and I'll see you soon in my next analysis.